if it's about 40 degrees ambient temperature inside the factory,
yeah,
what kind of operating temperature should it get down to?
well, all I can quote is on direct applications that we have done. The ambient temperature was 43 degrees in this factory, and we brought it down to 27.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah. So the hotter it is, the more dramatic it is.
Does it retain heat within the structure in winter?
Yes, it does.
Does it have the obverse effect?
We don't sell it as a direct insulator for winter. However, because there are bats and there are other methodologies of actually holding the heat in. But we have, well, it does two things in winter. Firstly, it stabilizes the substrate. In other words, it minimizes thermal shock expansion contraction. That's one thing. But secondly, it does have a direct insulation values in holding the heat in. The reason why we don't promote that is because once you start touting things like that, then you expose yourself to have you done tests and things like that.
Sure.
But we have two isolated examples whereby to illustrate by holding heat in. Many years ago we did Goodman and Fielder Bakery down in Dandenong. It's just just off Springvale Road. Anyway, and they had all these different silos which they were holding flour.
Oh, in Clorinda.
Yes,
in Clorinda. Yes, of course, I know.
Flour, grain, barley, and what they would do, they would just draw on these different grains to make the different types of flour, of breads that they were making.
Yes.
And they asked us in to coat these silos.
Yes.
For two reasons. Firstly, obviously to reduce the heat ingress into these silos, but secondly to reduce the weevil activity, which was very abundant in these silos. Just through the heat from
the heat,
yeah,
would be enough
to engender these
humidity to
get the weevils to start to breed, and as well as they had copious amount of feed, and it was a major problem.
You've saved them millions.
Well, what happened? We applied the product with dramatic results.